Hello NSA student, this is Mr. Hinton with the Math Department, and this is one of the most frequently asked questions from week 23. The question says this: to approach the runway, a pilot of a small plane must begin a 10-degree descent starting from a height of 1,983 feet above the ground. To the nearest tenth of a mile, how many miles from the runway is the airplane at the start of this approach? So what we're looking for here is x. I want to know how far it is from the runway. So that's x. And there's two things that we need to know. Obviously, we have a right triangle going on here. So our right triangle trig ratios, Pythagorean theorem, all of those things are going to come into play because we're dealing with a right triangle. The other important thing to note here is that the angle of depression, which is what we're given here, 10 degrees, the plane is descending, that angle of depression is going to be always equal to the angle of elevation. And the reason why is because we have parallel lines here, and these alternate interior angles are congruent. And that key little piece of information helps us to put an angle into the triangle that we can use to solve. Now we need to identify the pieces of the triangle that we have. We know this angle is 10 degrees. This is the opposite leg, and the x value is the hypotenuse. So if we have an angle, the opposite and the hypotenuse, that is sine function. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So the sine of 10 degrees is equal to 1,983 feet over x. Okay, now we will cross multiply and solve. So we cross multiply, you'd have x times the sine of 10 degrees. So you have to divide by the sine of 10 degrees to get that. And I'm skipping some steps because I know you guys are good with your rules of proportions and how to cross multiply and solve. But 1983, again, make sure your calculator is in degree mode. 1983 divided by the sine of 10 degrees is 11,419.64 or 0.6 feet. Okay, now we've got to remember that our original problem was given to us in feet. Okay, and all of our answers are given in miles. So in order to get this correct, we're going to have to do a conversion. And notice that the decoy answer is here. The test bank was mean to you on this one. So if you take 11,419.6 feet and divide that by 5,280 feet in a mile, we get x is equal to 2.16, which is 2.2 miles. Okay, and that is how to approach this problem. Thanks, and have a great day.